Hi guys, let me show you a typical Scrum team. As you can see that this is a domain of bank industry. So from here, different people are working on different tickets, and also you can see priority, progress, start date, end date, and how each person is dependent on each other. Also from here, you can see the team's overall progress, capacity, and also the velocity, the speed at which they are moving different tickets in Jira. So let's see one of the key feature of our is engagement. So let's look into each employee's engagement. So let's say this is a Jack. So this is a dashboard. From here you can see Jack has received 20% higher commitments than other of his colleagues. So that means when I say commitments, which means how many times he's pushing the code to his GitHub or different tool set that he uses to store his code. So which means he is pretty much better than his other people who are working on the same project. Also, we look into account of the software metric, which is based on the comments he received. So from here you can see he received 60% positive comments, which is good. And regarding the productivity, we look into his how many times he has finished the task on time. So here you can see it is very good, it's 80%. Based on the number of times or the number of endpoints each employee is touching, we also take into account of that so that we can find his experience, not just based on his LinkedIn profile or CV, but based on the real-time intelligence. So as you can see that his skill set is API integration, backend and front end, and his experience is pretty much mostly on the backend. Also, we look into the rework rate. That means how many times his work had to be redone. So from here you can see backend needed less rework. So that means he's very good as a backend engineer. One of the key other metrics we are looking into is capacity. So that means if we have to allocate people to a project team, we need to look into what is the priority of task he is working each week or each day. So from here you can see Jack is working 15th April to 22nd April on low priority task. So that means if some another project team need a shared resource, which is a part of a Scrum concept, they can utilize a Jack in this situation because he's pretty much doing very low priority tasks, pretty much sitting on the bench. However, from 29 April to 6th May, he's fully booked because he's working on high priority tasks. So that means he cannot be moved to any other project team. Also, we look into his actual quality profile, which is what is the training he has done. So from here you can see he has done certificate, software architecture, Scrum Master certificate. So this is a quality report we can provide. Second one is the efficiency. So efficiency is really important based on because as a HR manager or the project manager, it is really important that whom you are bringing in another project team, they are the right team member based on their previous what they have done before. So as you can see, based on our insight from week 1 to week 4, his efficiency was quite low. However, from week 5 onwards, it was good. So as a HR manager, it is a good sign to talk to him from week 1 to week 4 why that thing happened so that he can improve. Second one, we look into the churn rate. So that means how good engineer he is. So that means let's say he has done some coding but 60% of the time they had to be redone or there a lot of churn which was useless. So from here Jack has a lot of churn, so that means his capability is not that great as compared to other previous people. So as you can see from the competition that his churn rate is quite high. The second, for another metric, we look into the software metric, which is employee interaction or the engagement. So this metric is quite important because as a HR manager, you want to understand, okay, if someone is leaving after 2 months, why that thing happened. So maybe you can literally see or predict 2 months before that based on his engagement with other team members, his productivity. So this can be a good insight because when people's engagement is getting down, that means he's not enjoying the work, or that means he's thinking of another job or another company. So as you can see, from January to July, his engagement was quite low. However, from July onwards, it increased. So this is a good insight for a manager to really understand why this thing is happening so that he can improve the employees' engagement. Let's go back to our another feature, which is resource reallocation. So one of the use cases, let's say a client suddenly come and say that they want to add a new feature. So when I say add a new feature means you need to talk about a user story. So when currently it happens is when client gives you a user story, the scrum master or the project manager first break down the user story into tasks, and then they talk to the product owner regarding the estimation complexity, and then they try to find who is the best person based on their skill set, experience. And if they have people within the project team, they use that people, or if they don't have, they hire from outside, which takes time and money. But what we are doing is we are using machine learning to provide you the best recommendation during that bottleneck situation, and you can save your money and time. So let's say you need external resource. So as I just mentioned, that clients only add a user story. So after breaking down the task, we found that you need 50 hours of front-end development, 70 hours of back-end, and 20 hours of testing. However, in this current project team, you have people for front-end, but in the back-end, you have 50 hours capacity of people, but you need 70 hours. So that means you need external recommendation, which means you need to either loan someone from another project team who is a shared member who can be moved to different project team, or you need to hire from outside. So our data, because we are taking into account of every data that we are getting from Jira, Outlook, Workday, which is a HR system, Asana, and provide you the best recommendation based on the engagement of the employee, capacity, everything to the project manager. So as you can see, let's see. So as you can see, this thing will happen. So we provide you the top 5 people who will be best suited during that time based on the capacity, skill set, experience, churn rate, domain, and soft skill. These will help the project manager to save time, money, and also improve the delivery of his client at a much faster rate. So you can choose, fill, and save it, and that's how our whole system works. We are an intelligent resource optimization solution for enterprise who are following a Scrum delivery method, which will be the future of modern large engineering teams. Thank you very much.